This is TradeFlow News, bringing you relevant news and insights from around the world. TradeFlow News, enabling trade for SMEs and economies worldwide.
These are some of the key topics that we will be looking into in today's program.
First, let's take a look at the overnight headlines which are impacting the commodity markets. Oil prices stabilized on Tuesday, after falling to a three-week low in the previous session, on a stronger US dollar, a darkening global macroeconomic outlook and mixed supply signals. Brent futures crept up 2 cents to $90.73 a barrel by 1006 GMT, while US West Texas Intermediate crude, WTI, edged 12 cents higher to $88.94 per barrel. Earlier in the session, prices fell by more than 1%. Brent crude oil prices slid to around $90 a barrel as rising US yields and a stronger US dollar-dominated market sentiment, ANZ analysts said in a client note.
India will manage if the price of oil goes above $100 per barrel, even though such a price would not be in anyone's interest, the country's petroleum minister said on Tuesday at a conference in Abu Dhabi. If the price goes above $100, this thing is not going to be in the interest of either producing country or anyone's interest. You will have large organized chaos, Hardeep Singh Puri said without elaborating. I hope it doesn't go above $100. You should not be worrying about the impact on India. India will manage. India is a large economy. It has a lot of domestic production. We'll cut back, we'll do something. I would worry about what happens to other parts of the developing world.
Moving on to the top news in the energy sector.
U.S. exports of liquefied natural gas, LNG, fell modestly in September from August as scattered outages at 4 gas processing plants led to lower shipments, LSEG vessel tracking data showed. A total of 7.12 million metric tons of the superchilled gas left U.S. ports last month, down from the 7.32 million metric tons exported in August, LSEG data showed. In September, more than half of U.S. LNG exports went to Europe, which received 52% of cargoes, the same share as in August. Asia received 30%, similar to August, the data showed.
Top oil exporter Saudi Arabia may raise the price for its flagship Arab Light crude to Asia for a 5th straight month in November, underpinned by its prolonged voluntary output cut and resilient oil demand in the region. State oil giant Saudi Aramco may hike the official selling price, OSP, for its medium sour crude by about 45 cents a barrel for November, which would bring the price to its highest this year. Middle Eastern crude prices jumped in September as Saudi Arabia said it would extend its 1 million barrel per day, BPD, supply cut to the end of 2023, with Russia also rolling over its 300,000 barrels of oil per day reduction for another 3 months.
Next, we have the top news in metal markets.
Gold extended losses on Tuesday, hitting a 7-month low as expectations around the Federal Reserve keeping interest rates high boosted the dollar and bond yields, while focus turned to U.S. job openings data due later in the day. Spot gold was down 0.1% at $1,825.50 per ounce by 0944 GMT, dropping to its lowest since March 9. Bullion was down for a 7th consecutive session. U.S. gold futures shed 0.3% to $1,841.80.
London zinc prices fell on Tuesday as a firm dollar made greenback-priced metals expensive to holders of other currencies, while an expected supply increase is likely to weigh on further price rallies. 3-month zinc on the London Metal Exchange dropped 1.8% to $2,554 a ton at 0453 GMT, retreating from its highest since May 10 of $2,675 a ton hit in the previous session. The contract surged 11% in the third quarter. Combined zinc inventories in LME and SHFE warehouses eased in the second and third quarters, but still rose 165% year-to-date to 134,904 tons, exchange data showed. We will now look at the top news in the agricultural sector. Bursa Malaysia Derivatives Exchange, BMD, known for offering the most liquid crude palm oil futures in the world, is planning to launch soyoil futures in the first quarter of the next year, a senior exchange official said. The exchange has been working on finalizing the contract specifications, which will be completed this year before the contract's launch in early 2024, said Mohd Salim, Director, Derivatives Market at Bursa Malaysia. There's a lot of trading between palm oil and soybean oil. This will probably synergize a lot more hedging under one roof, he said.
That is all for today's news on commodity markets. Stay tuned to TradeFlow News as we continue to provide you with more updates. We also invite you to follow us on Twitter at TradeFlow News, which allows you to watch our program on your mobile device or desktop to receive information from there.